Brooklyn's bag, open up the bag. 100,000 bands, Brooklyn's bag. Tell them Brooklyn's bag, open up the bag. We are Acapellic, Brooklyn's bag.
Hey yo, what's good, folks? So we're back again with AcapellicTV, and this time we have another special guest. You guys may know him from the Super Friends video that we did for Rod the Broker, L Rocks, L Dizzy, Zulu, Confetti, and Amos, right? And yeah, man. So let me present to you L Dizzy from Harlem, man. So what's good, bro? It's a pleasure to finally have you here on AcapellicTV. I thought it was gonna take a little bit longer, but it seems like it happened sooner than ever, you know. Most definitely. So before we get to it, man, for the people who don't know you and stuff like that, who don't know exactly who you are, what you are, what you're about, your messages and your music, would you like to tell the people about like how old you are, where you're from, and stuff like that? How long you been in the game?
Yeah. First and foremost, you know, I am L Dizzy Dot, LDIZZY-DOT, born and raised in Harlem, you know, Harlem, New York. I mean, we don't really got to get too much into the age thing. But right now, right now, though, you know, I'm a good 25, you know, my prime right now. And just want people to always know, just keep winning. You know, that's what it's always about, just keep winning in the music and just keep winning in what you do. Always chase your dreams, and nothing, you know, is too far. Nothing is not unobtainable, you know. So that's really, you know, my thing. What I'm here to try to install on people is good vibes music. You know, everything is about good vibes, a good time. You know. Anything else you want to know?
I think that's about it. Just a little catch up for the people, just to know, a little recap of who L Dizzy is and stuff like that. So before we get to that, because you're the first artist that we have from East Harlem, we had Rod the Broker from West Harlem. But how was it growing up on the other side of Harlem, man? Was it any different, or is it the same shit?
East Harlem is, you know, East Harlem is lit. East Harlem is lit, you know. It was just more of a I just got distracted. It was just you know, but East Harlem is lit. It's more of a, you know, you gotta, it's more of the survival of the fittest. Overall, you know, East Harlem lit, you know, city of the gangsters. You know, city gangsters, city of the swag, you know, the money. That's what we do. Harlem, period. You know, I don't really want to dissect even Harlem like that. The West and the East, you know, got their own vibes though.
Yeah, because I know that one side is that's Spanish Harlem, right? Or what is that?
Spanish Harlem, yeah, El Barrio. That's East Harlem.
That right?
Yeah, that's East Harlem.
Shit, how is it there? Because they say it's very different.
It's hectic.
You know, the mommies and everything, bro.
It's hectic over there. You know, we got the, you know, you got the bad bitches over there too. You know.
I gotta go there one day.
Right.
Fuck that.
You gotta come out there. You gotta come out there.
Most definitely. Just let me know when, bro, and I'm there. But so let's talk about how Super Friends became something, you know, because yeah, Super Friends became legendary, bro. It became something that I'm still waiting for part 2 with all of you guys. But how did you meet Rod the Broker, bro? Because I saw your records and all that stuff, and I don't quite see any type of works that you guys been doing before Super Friends. So how did that all come about, man?
I met Rod the Broker through my manager Zulo. I knew Rod the Broker's his cuz. I knew his cuz since like high school. My bro laid back, you know. So when he came around, Rod the Broker was at the time, you know, he was away at the time. So when he came back around that summer, you know, we had a mutual thing through music. You know, it was like I respected his music. You know, he respected my music. Like I really just respected his, you know, whole setup. How you know, he came in just, you know, Rod the Broker. He just, you know, so I was like, nah, this is, you know. So we finally linked up. We hit the studio. That's how Super Friends came about. We all just hit the studio. He just got us all together. You know, he made that happen. He was like, look, I'm taking, you know, these MCs who I know. He sent the beat out. He's just like, look, just go in. You know, just go in. Don't worry about it. Just make sure it's 16, just go in. So, yeah, he's like, just go in. Like, it wasn't even on, nobody was sitting in front of each other, nothing. We did that on our own time. Came to the studio, laid it down, and it was like, never since then, it was just history. It was just history after that. Super Friends.
Damn, so. Oh man, I had to sneeze, bro. Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. Had to sneeze for a bit, but I don't know what happened. So that's awesome, man. That's how Super Friends came about, man. So now people may ask me, or people may ask you, like, yo, there it goes. Thank you, bro. There it goes. Dan sneeze. So we may ask, so okay, so we know you're L Dizzy. You're from East Harlem. East Harlem, right? That's what I say, East Harlem. Okay, but how long you been rapping? Was this something that you always had a passion for, or is this something that you just like said, like, you know what, fuck it, man, why not? It's fun.
I've been rapping since I was 8.
You've been rapping since you
I've been legit rapping since I was 8 years old. You know, writing, breaking down the balls with my big brothers. You know, rest in peace, my big brother Will. He really had got me into the whole, you know, music thing. Like, just go and just kill everything. Just go in and just make sure, keep it original. You know, don't try to sound like nobody else, and try to just do your thing. And ever since then, I just kept practicing. And I've gotten better. I'm still getting better. You know, I'm still trying my best to evolve to the next level. But yeah, I fell in love with it. I just fell in love with the art of it. You know, I just always liked words, reading, writing, things like that. Yeah, so I just always just like expression. You know, because me growing up, I wasn't someone that was too talkative. I didn't, you know, really like to talk much. I still don't really like to talk much.
Shit.
Yeah.
Type shit.
Yeah. So it's like I was always able to express myself in writing, though. You know, just get it out there.
I mean, most poets are like that, you know, they're not really talkative, they express themselves through the music, the lyrics, and stuff like that.
Exactly. So, you know, just but to answer your question, yeah, since I was 8 years old, I've been doing it. As far as, you know, just working on my craft.
How long since you took it serious?
I've been taking it serious since I was about... I've been taking it serious forever, but really like, getting my stuff out there, I'll say since I was about like 19, 20. You know, 21 is where I really, you know, started, you know, trying to release a whole project. That was the first joint mixtape I did with my other female artist, Mace Dope. You know, she's also a part of Domination. And yeah, it was we really started to build Domination when it really just started to get taken more serious. And from there, it's just been off, you know.
That's cool, bro. So now let me get to your manager. Because when we shot the video for Super Friends, I didn't even know he was your manager, Zulu. Shout out to Zulu, bro. Yo, most definitely, shout out to Zulu. So I didn't even know he was actually your manager, bro. That shit caught me by surprise because I didn't even know who none of you guys were. I just got there, I just knew I was gonna shoot the video for you guys, and that's it. But then I checked out your music, and so that you told me, oh, Captain Cole this, and I was like, oh shit, that shit dope. And then, no doubt, man. And then from there, I kind of I got a better perspective of who you guys were with your music and stuff like that. And I found out he was your manager, and I found out that you were the Ciroc Boys. So talk about that connection, man. How that happened? Are you actually with the P Diddy movement, the Ciroc, and all that stuff?
Yeah, I mean, well, you know, P Diddy, Ciroc, P Diddy. You know, so he comes with it. But overall, I had got plugged in through Zulo. You know, Zulo has played a major part, you know, in my career. Like, he was my brother before anything, before the music, before, you know, we just grew, you know.
He's your actual brother? Or?
Nah, he's not my actual brother, but he's my brother. He's like, you know what, fuck, yeah, he's my brother. He's my actual brother. We done been through tons of shit. That's like, we can go for days. That's like a whole other interview.
Damn,
this is the, you know, the Domination story. But he had went out to Miami one year. He had attended RMC. I think this was like 2014. He had attended RMC and he had ran into a Ciroc boy out there. So, you know, they vibed, you know, they was fucking with each other type shit. Like, you know, they was fucking with Zulo, how he moved and all that. So when he came back with that connection by 2015, so that was a couple months later, they was bringing in, you know, he's bringing in new people, Ciroc Boy Psych. You know, he was bringing in with Roger Bonds. So Roger Bonds had crowned us in through Ciroc Boy CT, because they out there in CT. So shout out Ciroc Boy CT, all my CT niggas out there doing their thing right now. And I came in through New York, you know, because it's the tri-state. So from there, it's just been, you know, Ciroc Boy, the connection, you know, the network's been crazy. That's been opening its own doors, and, you know, that's been its own thing, and just pushing the Ciroc brand, and, you know, Ciroc, make sure y'all get your Ciroc.
Damn, that's crazy, bro. I mean, I don't drink, but yeah, fuck it, bro. P Diddy from Brooklyn, man. So shout out, I mean, from Harlem. I tripped on that. Harlem. Shout out Harlem, man. Yeah, it's a fact. So shout out to Diddy, man. But he's still from New York, so it's all love, man. It's all love, man. So shout out to Diddy, Ciroc, man. Make sure you cop that if you like to drink and shit. You know what I mean? But so now let's get a little back to the music. I'm trying to get this interview. Yo, guys, this interview gonna be fast because it's about to rain. So I'm not trying to get El Dizzy to get away. You know what I mean? But so let's get back. Let's get to the music. So let's talk about Daydreaming music video, bro. Talk about that. Yeah, hell yeah. So man, I checked up your whole information, man. Most definitely. So talk about that music video, bro. How it went down and what the song is about, so they could get a little perspective about it.
Daydreaming was just more of me really just sitting down, just going in. Like when I heard the beat, it was like, it was a short beat, straight to the point. So I was like, let's give him a nice 16. And I just wanted to put a visual to it, so I hit up my boy Zeke. Shout out Spike Zeke Vision. He's doing this thing right now with the short films. He's going off with the music videos, and he do music as well. So he had the ear for it, he had a mind for it, and we just caught some shots, put it together, and I just really wanted more of just the song, to be out there on that platform. But the video came out very cool, and it was really dope. He did his thing with that.
That's dope.
But basically, yeah, that's how that came.
What's the concept behind the video?
The concept behind the video is just more of just showing, like, because I felt it was a real dark feel to it. So that's why we shot in the nighttime, caught some real low shots, alley shots, and just spit that shit,
Yeah, because it was dope, man, how in the video where he's saying, like, yo, where you been? You've been hiding. The kid tells you. And you're like, what do you mean? I've been working and shit. So it was dope that you were, I'm guessing you shot in your neighborhood around, with a kid and all that stuff. So that's dope, man. So like I said, it's about to rain, so I got to get the speed up, man. So let's talk about Captain Cold, bro. Your latest single. Let's talk about the song first, then we talk about the cover. So let's talk about the song.
Yeah.
How did that come about? Because Captain Cold is from The Flash. Yeah. You know what I mean? I love that fucking show, bro. Shout out to CW11, man. I love you, man. So yeah, talk about it.
Yeah, Captain Cold came about because, it was, all right. Honestly, I'm going to tell y'all right now, straight up. I was playing Injustice 2, the video game Injustice 2. It's a DC game, fighting game. And I was going through the costumes for Captain Cold. And he had like this all white and gold trim kind of thing. And it was like, I always dig the all white. And I was like, my swag on Captain Cold. Hey, like I'm on that type of time. That's what type of time we on. The white, the blue, to just, just keep it real fly, just keep it real jiggy. That's basically what that is. It's more of a dressy kind of song.
You want to get out of here?
We about to get rained on, ladies and gentlemen.
So we back, man. So we had to move location because it was raining. And by the way, yeah, we have the mic flag now. I forgot it was in a damn bag. Thought I left it here. Fuck, man. So a whole lot of shit going on today, man. But yeah, man, it was raining. So we were talking about Captain Cold, bro.
Captain Cold.
So let's get a little bit of a refresh. Let's refresh the mind with it. How did it become Captain Cold? Because I do know that it's from The Flash. It's a whole freaking story, so let's talk about it.
Everything real icy. Everything icy. That's definitely what it is. It's more of a, flashy kind of get in your bag kind of song. Step out, you're all white on, you're all blue on. Just swag on Captain Cold. I admired how they did his outfits in the Injustice 2 game. So the concepts of it. And it's just like, it's just bad guy coming through, fresh with it. All white. Freezing everything, so it's just
dope.
Yeah.
So that's how the concept for the cover came about, right?
The concept for the cover came off of the original theme itself, just to not leave that out. So Captain Cold. So shout out my boy Kiro, he did that. He drew that. He hand drew it, went through, did all the works to it, and he just went crazy with it. And I liked how it came out a lot, So. Just the whole Captain Cold concept, the fur, all that, and then just me in it. Me and Body and Captain Cold.
Damn, that's dope, bro. That's dope. So that's how Captain Cold came about. Now, how, like when you wrote the song, right? Mm-hmm. Like, what is the song about? Because I know what the song is about, but like, tell them, because they'll be like Captain Cold. Like, they're gonna be thinking it's like the song is, or the whole song is about Captain Cold. But talk to me, man.
The song is. The song is why I'm better than them. That's really just what it is. The song's why I'm better than them in a lot of things. And, that's just really just what it is. I mean, it's simple as that. Why I look better, why I dress better, why I rap better, why I'm that dude.
That's crazy, man.
Domination.
That's what's up, bro. That's what's up, man. So now we talked about this rock, to Rock Boys. We talk about Captain Cold. We talk about daydreaming. We talk about how he started. Now
Talk about the dope session.
the dope session. We haven't talked about that, but before we talk about the future projects, let's talk about, because when we was coming here, right? I didn't even know this that he's actually a counselor. I don't know if you want to talk about that subject. That you're a counselor, actually. So I didn't even know that, because you're a rapper, so I'm like, a counselor. How did that come about? Like, what inspired that kind of job? Like, what's up with that, man?
Dizzy love the kids. Dizzy love the kids. Yeah, you know, it takes time on my day, and you know, I make sure that I watch over the kids, make sure they have fun, and just I mean, the summertime is here now, so it's summer camp and stuff like that, and yeah, I just take the time out to keep the youth happy, try to keep them inspired, motivated. You know, that's really what it is for me. I also work with kids who are, you know, at a high IEP ratio also, and you know, I just always just want to give
Back to you.
exactly. I want to just give back to the community, because most of the kids are from around my area too. You know, they're all around where I grew up at, Wagner Projects. So you know, they just I feel like they just need good leaders. We need better leaders, and that's just what I want to do. I just want to lead, you know, people in the right direction. So yeah.
That's dope, bro. But now people gonna tell me like, you know, why the hell didn't you ask him this? So I have to ask you. It depends if you want to answer, you know. So people will hear your music, now you say you want to provide better guidance. Now they'll be like, but your music talks about this, your music talks about that. You know, I have to ask, because they're gonna be like, oh no. When people come up there, you don't ask them the tough questions, because I got that. They'll be like, you don't ask them the tough questions, you don't ask them this. Yeah, they are dope, but they say this, but they do that. So if you would like to touch on that subject, of course, that's on you.
It says this and says that. What is that? And this.
Well, you know, when you talk about party and shit like that, you know, people.
I mean, at the end of the day, all right, let's keep it realistic now. At the end of the day, I'm a grown man. You know, at the end of the day, I'm, you know, still telling my story, still telling my life. This is, you know, me, you know, and it also depends on what music you listening to. I try to make music for everyone, you know, that everyone connect on, and that's when we get into, you know, the dope session too. You know, you'll also see that side, and then it's also the wild side. You know, for my partiers, it's an international thing. You know, to say that I should portray just one message and one message only is unrealistic. When there's so many other people going through so many other things, so many other people may not want to, you know. So it's for who is meant to be heard. I feel it'll attract each one, you know, for what it's supposed to be. And I don't feel I'm saying anything, you know, too, you know, but if it is a little out of hand, or some people might portray it as, no, that's just out of hand, you know, he works with kids, and how could he be out here saying F this, F that, and do this and do that. But it's also like, this is why some things have parental advisory. This is why some things, you know, so it's more wrong. What are you letting, you know, your kids listen to, or what are you letting, you know? So I still try to keep options.
Most definitely, yeah. I just wanted to ask you that. I just wanted to ask you that because we're gonna be like, oh no, this and that. Like, yeah, just because you're cool with him and shit like that, you did the video or whatnot. Oh, they're gonna say customer this, cause, you know, or because you provided, you know. So I have to ask that question regardless. You know, I can't really.
People wonder it.
Yeah, I can't play politics here because well, not that I've done it before, but you know, it doesn't slip through my mind and be like, oh, fucking, you know, they do what they do. Right. It is what it is. But people get a little bit aggressive with me and be like, yo, nah, this is what you do, this is what you stand for, right? This is what you say, this is what you say. So now you have to also ask them why they do this, why they do that, if they're talking about this. So I'm like, okay, fine, and so I'll do it. Because I also get it, you know, because if that's what I represent and that's what I stand for, then that's what I should stand for and represent, you know. And also as the artist, like, yo, well, you know, I love your music and everything, respect you and everything, but why this, you know? Most definitely. Because, oh yeah, before I forget, like, my favorite verse on Super Friends was your verse, bro. So that shit was hot, bro, man. For real. That, like, I love everybody's verse on the Super Friends, but your shit was crazy. That was a fucking favorite part. Even my video editor, yeah, that shit was hectic.
Hectic even doing it.
Yeah.
I'm in the booth with all these like super artists, already set up in their own entities, already have, and we just all came together. So I was like, I just can't slack. I can't slack. And that was the outcome of it. But
Most definitely. I had to let you know.
that's super fun. We'll stream that.
That's true. I had to let you know because my video editor was also like, yo, once you meet him, if you bring him on Acapellic TV or you do some sit down interviews, shit like that, you should tell him that because his verse was my favorite. I was like, yo, that was my favorite too. Most definitely. I mean, we loved everybody's verse, but your shit was like the one that shit like, oh shit. You know what I mean? Because everybody's aggressive with it. And then you come in, you're aggressive with it too, but you got to just catch your flow. Like, oh shit, that shit is crazy. Like, that was the last piece of the puzzle. And so now let's get back to the music. Let's talk about Dope Session.
The Dope Session.
Talk about it. Is it an EP? Is it a mixtape?
It's an EP. Dope Session Be Elevated. It's an EP, and it'll more than likely be a series to it. It's gonna be like pieces to a puzzle. And I feel once all the pieces put together, you're gonna see it. And people will probably listen to it all in order just one day and just go through it, and it might end up sounding like a nice album. So that's what I wanted to come out as. But yeah, Dope Session dropping this summer. Well, we in the summer, so probably about August. Because it's going through its tweaks right now.
And
really.
where can they find it? Could they find it on SoundCloud?
Yeah, everything. I'm gonna make sure.
iTunes, Spotify.
Well, the iTunes and Spotify, I'm still debating. I don't know if I'm gonna do that one with the iTunes and Spotify. I don't know if I'm gonna do that one specifically because I feel like that's something I just want people to just automatically just have in their possession. No matter what, always have in their possession like unlimited. Grab that up. It's the Dope Session. It's the session. It's just.
So Dope Session coming out August. Make sure to check it out. LDizzy at SoundCloud and YouTube. Do you have that piff?
I do have a project on that piff. I haven't really used that piff, but it's there. LDizzy. You look up LDizzy on that piff, something will pop up. The Pre-Annihilation mixtape, which is also on Bandcamp.
So the EP will be available there too.
On that piff, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll definitely put that up and down.
Awesome. So I don't know the concept about this mixtape that you say is going to drop afterwards.
Oh,
I don't really know about that, but we were talking about it. Could you tell us about it?
It's a it's an overdue mixtape. It was something that I've been holding on to, but I don't know what it was. Like I could probably release it today if I wanted to. Shit. So I really know what it is, but I want it to drop right after. I think it's more of a thing with timing. For me, like, okay, I feel like this, and then this should be after that. But that's got next. Most people already know. I kind of stopped, putting it out there because I don't want to keep putting up, and then people just like,
yo, where the project at?
Exactly, because it got to a point where it's like, there's still some things I think that I'm just not satisfied with it because there's other people on it as well. So a lot of things may have to be done over, or you might have to wait on someone to come do this, or schedules aren't matching up, and it's like, all right, well, I have to release something. So that's where the Dope Session came from. Like, I have to release something in the midst of all this waiting because it's not fair, Exactly, it's not fair for the people actually enjoying what I'm doing. So yeah, and just more music just coming out. I'm about to just more music, because I kind of been, just as you said, the daydreaming video. That was really a thing. Like, where you been at? What are you doing? And it's like, yo, I'm working, but it's the work that people don't see. That was really going on. A lot of in the booth. Catch me in the booth. It's like my hideout. Because there was a lot of that, hot in the booth, just hashing out songs, hashing out things. Me and Jay Leon, my producer, Jay Leon engineer, we just going back and forth with things.
This thing is easy, you just like go to the studio, record this, do that, and just release it.
Yeah,
but it's way more, because you're investing time, you're investing money,
right.
And like these are lyrics you're not gonna be able to use again. So it's like it's very valuable, and also the music videos. I don't know if you have music videos coming out soon.
Yeah.
If so, which music video?
We're working on something for the Dope Session. It's going to be the first song on there called Big Trip. We're working on that. And of course, Captain Code, is going to drop a video real soon.
We need Captain Code, bro, because I've been waiting for that shit.
Yeah, Captain Code coming real soon. It's Captain Code. Like, when I hear the song, it's like, look, the video just has to be, I'm still growing up with, everything has to be perfect. Everything has to be, but Captain Code has to be damn near perfect if you ask me. So, but videos are dropping. I know it's like, yo, you gotta drop some more videos, bro. But videos are definitely coming.
That's dope, man. And like, not to change.
Well, things like
vlogs.
Yeah,
Whoa. Okay, I want to talk about that, but before we talk about that, I want to talk about. But before you came up, before you pulled up, Actually, I was reading articles, right? I was checking out hip hop news because this just popped in my head before I forget. And I was 6ix9ine is from Brooklyn, which has nothing to do with you because you're from Harlem. But this is something that's going on in the hip hop world. So if most definitely, most definitely. Most definitely. So we got love for 6ix9ine because he's from Brooklyn. So Brooklyn is Brooklyn, you know. So now he just took out a song with Nicki Minaj, Fifi. Check it out, man. That shit is hot. Yo, I was checking out the video. Fuck, bro. That shit was crazy, man.
I didn't know.
Yeah, he released the music video with Nicki Minaj. That shit is hot, bro. Shit, bro. Yo, you'll be watching that shit, be like, fuck. He's right there with Nicki Minaj and shit, hugging and everything. I'm like, fuck, bro. That shit, how, you know, Queens and Brooklyn. Fuck, bro. Most definitely. But now there's something bad that just happened, which I just found out. So he supposedly got kidnapped, robbed, and shit like that in his home while his baby mom was there. Now that shit is crazy. That shit crazy. But what's your thought on that, man?
I mean, if it's true.
He was hospitalized.
You know,
there is pictures and everything that he was hospitalized. He's bruised.
okay.
The chain was taken and everything.
Okay.
He was robbed. Money was robbed.
I mean, that sucks. I mean, if it's true, it sucks. I hate to, hear people in that type of position, because we're out here living. But, I mean, who's to say what kind of things he was into?
I mean,
I can't really speak too much on the next man's life. I know he does a lot of trolling. He does a lot of piss people off. And, you piss the right person off. Everybody people are going to do what they're going to want to do, I guess. However they feeling at the moment. You can't control how people feel, what they want to do. But overall, it sucks that it happened to him. But I can't really speak too much on, the next person's life. Yeah. How people may want you to, because it's like, that's his life. I don't know why that happened. But be careful, man. You got to stay on point.
Most definitely. I mean, I hate talking about this, but I got to talk about it because this is hip hop. So I got to talk about what's going on in hip hop. Me personally, what I think about it is, well, I hope everything works out for him and his family. He is from Brooklyn, so I wish he recovers. And yeah, man, I mean, a couple of days ago, or days ago, Wack 100 actually said, okay, you're playing around, this and that. So what happened to XXXTentacion is going to happen to you. So now I don't know if that shit is because of that or whatnot, but you know what I mean? All this rap shit and beef and all that shit, like that shit gotta stop, man. Y'all fucking up. Yeah, man. R.I.P. to Triple X, man. Most definitely. We're gonna talk about him a little bit right now. So yeah, man. So what's going on with this whole murders and shit in hip hop? Like that shit gotta stop, bro. That shit, like, y'all fucking it up for every single artist on the upcome. But like, you know what? Like very soon. Yeah, because very soon people are gonna be like, you know what? Like, if this is what hip hop is about, then I don't want nothing to do with it. And that's when
I kind of see it. When it comes to certain venues, certain shows, or we might have to do certain shows, and the venue might not want to take us, or the venue might not want to work with us because it's like hip hop.
Y'all too violent.
Yeah.
Instead of me making money, y'all gonna make me catch.
Yeah, like the people are scared, and it's like, yeah, it's understandable because nobody, want to lose a whole business, want to get their whole thing shut down over something. And it does, we do need to bring the violence in hip hop down, like it is hip hop at the end of the day, and that's kind of is what's built off of, because it's like, we ain't no punks kind of thing, we out here. Like,
well, it wasn't originally made because of that. It wasn't because
I mean,
you were the oppressor and I was the oppressor and that guy was the oppressor and that guy was the oppressor, so we all had to rob each other. It was more like we had a certain oppressor oppressing us, oppressing him, oppressing you, oppressing me. So that's why hip hop was created. We're like, nah, we ain't taking no more from these oppressors, and we're gonna speak about it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, that's where hip hop was born.
Right.
If you want.
That's where it was born, but then we got to think about the fame. You got to think about people becoming celebrities.
That was in the 90s, though.
But what I'm saying is people would see that, and people would now start to hate on that. That's what it is. It's a strong hate. Jealousy. It's the envy. It's the, I don't want to see you living this life. But to take a whole life as that being the outcome, other than just like, all right, well, let me go live my best life, I don't get it. My mind doesn't register it. You know, I don't get it. But it sucks that you know it's that way, and it's been that way. You know, it's something that we've been seeing. You know, like we lost greats, and you know
We could have
we
lost. We
greats.
also could have lost 50 Cent or the gang at one point,
Right.
and they did instead of the whole beef shit.
True.
You already
True.
know that one of them was
worked
gonna
that
go
out.
down.
They worked that out though, you know. But yeah, I mean, I don't want to, you know, I hate seeing rappers get, you know, cut short. I hate seeing the light get cut short, wings clipped. You know, it's like we lost greats like Stack Bundles. You know, we lost greats like Biggie, Pac, Big L. You know, the list goes on, and it's just
It's crazy.
you know. But you gotta have the skin for it. You know, you gotta want it. Yeah, you know, that's what comes.
That's true. All I gotta say is, if you're a rapper and shit like that, and you say you're the best, and you're the flashiest, and all that shit, you like to talk a lot of shit, then you should back it up with rap.
Right.
Fuck that shit. Like, or if you're not gonna, if it's serious beef, then set it up with your fucking hands. You know, like we used to do back in the days. You can't fight and go to a fucking gym, do fucking exercise, pick up weights, build yourself, bro. Don't fucking use a gun. Like anyone can use a gun, but use your hands. Stop being a pussy. That's all I gotta say. You know what I mean? I come from that decade. You know what I mean? So that's all I'm gonna say. And so again, my praise go to 6ix9ine and his family. I don't really know the guy, but wishing the best. He is from Brooklyn, so I gotta stand up for Brooklyn. Most definitely. So yeah, man. So you talked about XXXTentacion. Is there like he inspired you some way or something like that?
His music was just impactful, you know, and it was like he tried, and the fact that he touches up on, you know, every sound, almost like trying to touch up on different multiple genres, is really dope to me. But yeah, going way too soon. You know, I seen him making that transition. You know, I seen him trying to better himself. I seen what he was going for. You know, we all make mistakes. We all got to realize that, you know, the boy was young. Exactly, like he was young. You know, he was just 20. So he's making a lot of those mistakes, 16, 17. We got to really be realistic. Like people, it's the idolism. It's like I said, it's back to the celebrity, the fame, that, you know, once you're there, people automatically assume you to be one way. It's like, okay, you're up there, you have to be this way. Not being realistic, like this is still a human. Let's think about when we were 16, 17. I know my temper was horrible at 16, 17. So to see him out here punching people in the face and all running down on him, yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say yeah, you know, like on some like, yeah, do that. I'm just gonna say like, you know, I get the anger, I got the temper, you know, I understood that. But to see it, and he grew up, I seen him still trying to grow up, still trying to fight out of that, face his problems. So, but overall, his music was really dope, man.
Most definitely. I mean, he was an inspiration, you know. And some people will be like, you know, like he beat his baby moms, he did this, he did that. I mean, he was just a kid. Like the difference between him and us is that when we were that age, we didn't have a fucking camera on us. We didn't have paparazzi around us. We didn't have none of that shit. We didn't have fame around us. And y'all know that y'all done some fucked up shit at that age. I know I done some fucked up shit at that age. Most definitely. But yeah, man. And you know, and I can't really say that much. But besides the OGs, he was up there in the game. So the OGs should have stepped up and would have been like, yo, little man, like this, that, you know. Because yeah, most definitely he did. He reached out a lot. And, you know, I came from the generation where there was white beaters and all that shit was all right. You know, Big Pun. I love Big Pun, don't get me wrong. But, you know, I come from that generation and that shit was normal. That shit was normal. Like this generation, it's not normal anymore. So the OGs know better. They should have stepped up and been like,
Things are just being caught now on camera. Everything, the phones, the social media. So now we're just seeing something that's been going on, but it's just a matter of, hey, you got caught. You know, it was really more of that. But I'm not gonna, you know, make it seem like it's okay either to be out here beating on your girl, beating on your lady. You know.
I mean, that's some sucker shit.
Beating on your lady, but like we're
not with a woman, you know?
exactly. But we're not gonna act like, you know, he may have been the first to do it. If it's true that he did it, you know, I don't know.
I'm just saying it's just a lack of guidance, bro.
That too. It could be.
So let's talk about. So we talked about your mixtape. We talked about your EP. Dope Seasons coming soon. Dope Sessions coming soon in August. I don't know when it's dropping, but once he tells me, I will let y'all know. So yeah, man. So now, do you have any shows coming up soon or anything like that that we could see? Probably you don't have dates, but could there be any type of future events that we could witness or attend to?
Yeah, I have a feature show coming up at this rap show that my boy do. Shout out Fluke Human, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna land on a Wednesday. I'm letting y'all know now I can land on a Wednesday, but it's gonna more than likely be in, not this Wednesday. It's gonna land on a Wednesday in August.
Oh, okay.
So that's gonna be at Much More. So that's gonna be out here in Brooklyn. I got a shot in Brooklyn, yeah. And Domination is gonna be hosting a showcase in August also, which more than likely is also gonna be in the Bushwick area, because it's someone we've been in talks with over there, getting that venue situated. It's a real nice venue. They got the front, you know, the dining area. They got the backyard in the back. We're just gonna use the front right now just to, you know, get that going. Probably gonna be some Ciroc there, things like that, and you know, vibes. So that's, you know, that's for sure. And just, you know, just make sure, you know, whoever's enjoying this interview, whoever's enjoying my music, just follow me on Instagram just to always keep up with that. Follow Acapellic, you know, he's always posting my things too. That's the brother. So, you know, but it's a lot of work being done. A lot of work.
That's dope. Now, you brought this up, so I'm guessing you want to talk about this. You talk about vlogs.
Yeah, I'm doing.
Now, a lot of people will be like, oh, everybody's doing vlogs, it's just trend and shit. But like, what you gotta know is that that's a cool side of an artist to do, because people get to witness what it's like behind the scenes of an artist, you know?
But it really came about from like the conversation we just had with the whole the work that people aren't really seeing. You know, the work, I do a lot of background work, I do a lot of, you know, studio work, stuff like that. And it's about really trying to capture that, just so I always want y'all to hear with me, like, you know, people who really want to keep up with me, they gonna want to see this. They gonna want to see the history of the making. It's gonna be really cool, really fun. You know, we just been working on stuff like that, just catching more behind the scenes work, just catching more domination work, you know, more personalities, more fun, you know. Let's get in touch with domination. We are domination.
All right, bro. So now, bro, before we go, because this is getting hectic here, tell us, man, where could we find your music, your iTunes, your IG, all that stuff, Facebook? Talk about that, man. Before we dip.
Everything LDizzy.LDIZZY.dot. You on it, you search it, whatever you want, you're more likely gonna find me, you Google it, but yeah, you can find everything LDizzy.LDIZZY.dot, SoundCloud, YouTube, Bandcamp, Instagram, Facebook, etc. I'm on there. It's rain, it's crazy. AcapellicTV, LDizzy.domination. Oh man.
Well, folks, this was AcapellicTV, and this was let me take that back. I'm gonna cut that shit out. Hey, it was good. So this was AcapellicTV, man, and this was LDizzy on AcapellicTV for the first time ever, man. Make sure to check him out, follow him, download his music, check out his new project coming out in August. Dope Sessions. There you go. Dope Sessions, and yeah, man. Till next time, let's get it.
Take over.
I want both